Tell 'em Tribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, everyone. I am Cherokee with Tell 'em Tribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. This week it's our live general reading, and we're asking our spirit guides, beautiful angels, ancestors, and our tarot cards, what is missing from my life right now? You know, there are times where we may feel conflicted. That's how life handles us. This is how we handle life. You know, we attempt to do things. We try to do things. We may or may not accomplish it. Sometimes it may plant seeds of doubt within us. Sometimes we may not know how to take next steps because we just don't have enough faith in order to move forward, or whatever the case may be. And then that little small voice within ourselves that doubts ourselves tells us, you know what, you need purpose in your life, or you need this, or you need that. Telling yourself that something is missing. And something probably is. So we're going to ask our spirit guides, what is missing from my life right now? Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't resonate. So Gemini, what's missing from your life right now? I got the Star in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So Gemini, you may be feeling as though the things that you're trying to do, and that's completely opposite of how I feel right now. So doesn't resonate for me, but this may be for another Gemini, because I am a Gemini. But you may feel as if, you know, whatever it is that you're trying is not really working. I feel like you may have been, some of you are job hunting, and you're feeling a little bit despaired because you feel like you're on a time constraint and nothing that you're really trying is coming to fruition. And your spirit guides are saying that you have to have a little bit more faith, even though you're not seeing the silver lining around your cloud. You know, sometimes you got to walk through the shadows to get to the light. You know, that's just the way how life works. It's trial and error. So for you to be feeling this way, it's very valid. Your feelings are valid because this is what your situation is right now. But this is not the complete end. This is not the end of your story. This is just a chapter in your book, and you just have to take it with a grain of salt and understand that you have to take action. Let's look and see what's on the bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords. So you may have been in this Four of Swords energy where you're just resting up a bit, or you need to rest up a bit from what you've been doing. I feel like this particular Gemini's energy, you've been ripping and running, just trying to figure out what it is that you need to do next, because everything that you're trying is not working for you. I feel like what you feel is missing from your life right now is your wish fulfillment, the thing that you're working towards, whatever that dream is that you want right now, Gemini. You can see it, but you deep down, you don't believe that it's going to happen based on looking at your circumstance in the moment. So your spirit guides are asking you to have more faith and understand that things are not necessarily going to glide right by for you, because you have a big dope ass future ahead of you. But things are not just going to be given to you, because that's how we end up taking things for granted, Gemini. So yeah, your dream is not here yet, but understand that you're still living your dream, because this is the once upon a time you weren't even taking action on what you wanted to do. At least now you're taking action. You're taking much needed action. And although those actions are not manifesting exactly what it is that you want, it's taking you one step closer, because now you know what to do versus what works versus what doesn't work. So take that energy and manifest it in a way that feels good for you. Don't beat up on yourself so much because you're not seeing your plans come into fruition right away. Nothing is instantaneous. Well, some things are, to be honest, like when you get a strike of luck. But if you're prepared, and when the opportunity presents itself, you won't have to be prepared. That's the message for you, Gemini. So Aquarius, the Two of Swords. So I'm seeing here that you are finally making a decision about something. What's missing from Aquarius's life right now? So the High Priestess. So I feel like you have someone in your life that's making you, like, giving you an ultimatum. and you're finally making a decision about something. What's the overall energy? Yeah, the Seven of Swords. So you may have felt, Aquarius, like someone was keeping something away from you, a certain conversation that you were supposed to be a part of. So you may feel that there was like some meeting of some sort. I feel like what you may have felt was missing was your inner voice. Like you didn't have the voice that you needed to have in this circumstance. Like they left you out of the equation. So it could be something as, and this is pretty vague, but this could be something as simple as a school function with your children and co-parenting with your ex. And they left you out of a conversation that was important. Like you may have boys and you're the dad, and they needed that dad's voice, or they didn't tell you about this meeting and this meeting was important, or you missed a meeting of some sort with I hear a parole officer, and it now you had a warrant out for your arrest of some sort, and now you got to make a decision whether you got to turn yourself in or not. But I feel like you just feel left out, like life is leaving you out. And now you're making a decision to take the initiative in your life so that life is not deciding for you. I feel like the only time that you drop the ball is when you just leave things to figure itself out. Even when people may count you out, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. What people are projecting towards you, Aquarius, has nothing to do with you. You can't take, well, you can. I always be like, oh, you can't, but you can, and you have. And that's probably what you're doing right now, feeling down in despair. But now I see that you're finally coming to a decision, like you taking your life back. You're not allowing people to decide for you. Even if you made a decision that wasn't within your best interest, but you had the right intentions, the universe sees that. The universe doesn't hold that against you. So you may feel like life is just throwing curveballs at you left, right, front, and center. People are leaving you out of important conversations, but there's a reason why people are overlooking you. It's not because you're not capable, but because they may be intimidated by what you're capable of doing. Whoever is trying to hold you back is because they know and they see your power. So now that you're seeing your power, you're deciding that you're putting your foot down and you're not going to allow life to happen to you. So whatever you're missing, I feel like you're gaining that now. You're embodying, listening to your intuition and understanding that when there's a cause, there's an effect. And you're not allowing this shit to take hold of your life. You're taking hold of it. So what's missing is the fact that you were missing from these different equations and you were staying in the shadows because you didn't want any problems. But now that you're taking the initiative, things are falling into place. And I think that's dope as fuck, Aquarius. All right, Libra. So the Justice card. So you feel like you have the same energy like Aquarius, like dealing with some court shit and like someone is just not being fair about something, or you feel like the odds are against you. So I feel like favor is missing from your life. You feel like, damn, it's my turn. Like, okay, like you playing double dutch and you trying to get in and the rope keeps smacking you in your face. I'm from Brooklyn. We played double dutch when I was growing up. So that analogy works for me. Sometimes we may coast through life and we're on co-pilot and everything is going so great, and then boom, life humbles the fuck out of you. So I feel like you was just dealt a hand that was just like, well, goddamn, you just gonna give me all the bad cards. If I knew how to play spades, I'll use a spades analogy, but I'm probably like one of the only black people in South Florida that don't know how to play spades, and that's okay. And I don't want to hear about it. All right, but the Four of Wands card is the second card that I pulled for you. Whatever decision that has to be made in court, you're being included in it, but it was a ruling that you thought that was going to be against you. I feel like something's been on hold for a while, Libra. You couldn't travel for some reason because this court situation was holding you back. Like it was just that type of situation where if you left when you came back, they would be take your ass straight to jail. But I feel like right now that you've been playing it cool, calm, collected, trusting your energy and trusting things to work for you, now you're going to get this Four of Wands energy. You're going to be able to travel the way that you want to. You're not going to have that. That's what it is, like a travel ban of some sort. But with this Justice card here, it's going to give you the segue to move on to the next sector of your life and leave this negative part of your life behind. And understand that this shit does not define you. This is just a moment in your life, a defining moment in your life, a pivotal moment in your life at that is giving you some momentum and a higher level of understanding to know that this was just some temporary shit. It's not forever, and it does not define you. So what was missing from your life was this decision that you were waiting on, Libra. And this decision, I believe, is going to work in your favor. Your spirit guides are saying, don't go against this flow. Understand that this is what needed to happen for you to get serious about the things that were happening around you. You may have been a little wild, but shit, you having fun. You not old as fuck. You not young as fuck either, but shit, life is meant to have fun, and you got into some trouble. It happens to the best of us. Some of us don't get caught. You did. But this Four of Wands energy, I do see you getting married, or you taking the next step in your relationship with your person. You finally be able to fly them out somewhere, or just do something special for them in a way that you want to, and not in a way that you were settling for. This gold tooth make it look like I have a missing tooth. So I got a gold tooth, y'all. And it's a real gold crown. And I'm still trying to get adjusted to it, but I don't know. I'm going to give it 6 months, and if I don't like it, I'm going right back to the dentist. Be like, can I get a porcelain crown, please? Because I don't know. All right, so Spirit, what is missing from Pisces life right now? It's so interesting because the cards that I pulled tonight for Gemini, it did not resonate with me personally, which is so strange because it usually does, but it was the complete opposite. I pulled the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and I pulled the Queen of Cups. So I feel like Pisces, you may be feeling as though there are two different elements here, because Pisces, this is your energy, the Queen of Cups. Also something going on with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or another Pisces, Aquarius, or Libra. But I feel like you need some kind of nurturing, some kind of guidance. Like you want a certain circumstance in your life, and I was about to say eat it too, like cake and eat it too, but that's not it. I don't feel like you're being greedy. I feel like you just want the best of all the worlds that you're crossing. So with the Nine of Pentacles, which is your first card, and it's in the reverse, I feel like you're not enjoying the great things that are happening in your life, because you feel as though either the love of your life is missing, or you feel like you're missing love. And it could be you're missing love from someone else, or you're missing love of self. And the thing about it is that I feel like you've been so dedicated to giving to all of your manifestations, like whether you work for a job and you're in management, or you're working up the corporate ladder, or you have responsibilities to your family, or responsibilities to yourself and your self growth. I feel like you've just been doing a collective of so many things simultaneously, and deep down inside there's like a void because you don't really have anybody genuine to share it with. I feel like you've worked very hard for a very long time, Pisces, to accomplish what you have, and it's just like, well, shit, now when I go to bed at night, it's you going to bed at night sometimes not alone, but it's just like you trying to figure out like why they really here. They fucking with me because I got all this shit going on, or they fucking with me because they really fucking with me. But your spirit guides is encouraging you to have meaningful conversations. I feel like you have a lot of conversations with people that doesn't help you personally. I think you just, and it's so weird because this is not your energy. Like, it's not your typical energy. You don't speak unless you have something to say, if you get my drift. So for you to be in this presence of just speaking because you just speaking is because you have a lot of people around you right now that doesn't necessarily equate to your energetic level. You may be vibrating on a lower frequency because you have a circle of people around you that does not mean you the best. Like they are out for themselves, Pisces. And I think you've been doing this because you've been on this fast track to dope shit. And a lot of dope shit has been happening to you, but it's putting you in places where there's a lot of shallow people. So now when the bright lights are dim and you're at home, and whether you light candles like me, or you burn incense, or you don't, or you got bright fluorescent lights and you turn them all off. But when you in the dark at night under your covers, you just like, I just want something more. And I feel like now is the time for you to take meaningful action towards your self-love, because your inner child is screaming. I'm going to look on the bottom of the deck for you. See, look, the Eight of Pentacles is saying like you are not mastering your domain in a way that can elevate to your maximum potential because of the type of people that you're keeping around you. Now, there's one thing to work with people. It's one thing to work with people and that you need to elevate, but it's another thing to keep them around on the regular when they're not on your energetic field, because you don't necessarily have to work with people that's on your energetic field. People with money don't always be energetically right. And you're not going to fuck up the money just because somebody's energy is off. You don't even have to do those type of deals. So what I'm saying to you is, every single person that you cross paths with, you do not have to impress them. You don't have to lower your vibrations to accommodate them. Learn how to set clear boundaries between yourself, your energy, your sacred self, and these people that you have to deal with on a regular. Because I see that you're missing that subtle presence, that uniqueness that you had, that, you know, like how celebrities were back in the day, where you see them, but you didn't hear them. But now that we have Instagram, you could see them, you could hear them, you could damn near touch them. You see them snapping back. They were more like Beyonce, but now they just talk like bitches. Like they not celebrity like no more. So I feel like you're allowing that type of energy to affect you, and anybody can get to your energy now. And that's what the problem is. You have to draw a line somewhere so that you can reserve that sacred space. And I'm going to pull what the hell are these called? Right. I drew a blank. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, because I see that you're feeling inadequate in this moment. And it's not because you are inadequate or you're fucking up in life, or you just have the wrong people around you. When you have the wrong people around you, it drains your energy, and you have this tendency to try to please every single body that comes around you because you don't like disappointing people, and then you end up disappointing yourself, and that's why you have that void that you feel like that needs to be filled. And that sucks, because this happens to a lot of good people. I'm not saying all Pisces are good people, but I'm saying this energy that I picked up on, you're a good person. Okay, so take the leap, and that's exactly what you need to do. Take the leap of faith and cut some people off from your inner circle, or people that you allowed into your inner circle that didn't belong there. I see that you think about things a way too long. You fester on things way too long. And by the time you realize, you done invited all this corruption into your space, and now you got to deal with the shit somehow. What is missing from Cancer's life right now? I feel like these locks are pulling on my hairline, and I already got a big ass head. On that note, one second, y'all. I'm finna take this ponytail down because I feel it pulling on important hairs that might not grow back because I'm in my 30s. So let's go ahead and let this shit down. Got me fucked up. All right. So Cancer. So Cancer got the Queen of Cups energy, and the Queen of Cups energy was also in reverse. The 10 of Cups, it was in the reverse. 2 of Pentacles energy on the bottom of the deck for your overall energy. So there's a power struggle right now, Cancer, between you and a dominant female in your life. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energies are present. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energies are present. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies are present. Someone is being a little bit inconsiderate about how they are handling a situation that you're involved in, and you're so sensitive to it, and you're so sensitive to this person. Cancer, I feel like this could be your significant other, or this could be someone that knows you intimately. So this could be like a mother figure, and they're just making life really difficult for you right now. So I feel like this is a person that may have their hands in your relationship. I don't know why I hear arranged, like something was arranged for you, and you were supposed to like honor your end of the agreement, but because you had so much on your plate already, and with the 10 of Wands in the upright position, you had so much going on, and it was just like, how can I honor these obligations? And I have these this responsibility to you, and this person is like, well, your word is your word, your word is your bond. So there was some type of agreement that fell apart, and this person knows your heart. They know that you're genuine. They know that when you speak, when you give someone your word, that's what you're about. But you just hit hard times, or you just had a hard moment, or you just didn't see a text, and there was some kind of miscommunication that occurred, and this person is applying pressure to you right now. So I feel right now what's missing from your life is just the spirit to discern and expect them to have that same respect for you, but that's not what's happening. So I feel like overall in your life right now, what's missing is just you having a discerning spirit to know when to turn up the heat on a situation that affects you negatively. I feel like you're walking on eggshells in this situation, Cancer. I feel like also right now you have a situation with your job, so maybe someone co-signed something for you, Cancer, and that's why it's like there was some agreement of some sort, and this person that the agreement started off so cool, everything was great. They was like, don't worry about it, you got a lot on your plate, I know you got it, I mean, I know you gonna have it, and they might have signed off on something for you, but because you're taking a little bit longer than you anticipated, or a little bit longer than they anticipated, even though you don't have a written agreement, you have like a verbal agreement, they're putting a lot of pressure on you right now. So what your guides are asking you to do is to tap into your reservoir of patience. But it's equally as important, Cancer, for you to be communicative. If there's something that you cannot do, that you gave someone your word that you were going to do, the only thing you need to do is to communicate. Because your heart is in the right place, but it's coming off that you're an asshole and you just take advantage of folks, and that's not what it is. I see with the 10 of Wands in reverse, though, you're going to come up out of this situation with a better understanding, and you're going to be able to apologize to this person, and they're eventually going to understand. But I just feel like overall what is missing in your life is just order, because you're here, you're there, and you're everywhere. I hear from pillar to post. So someone is moving around a lot. That's just really what it is. And that's why your reading was kind of sketchy and all over the place. You got an agreement going here. I feel like you borrowed money here. I feel like you borrowed money here. You gave money that you borrowed to somebody else, not because you owe them, but because you're just a good person. So you let them borrow what you borrowed, and now you still short. But great, thankful for you, Cancer. That shit is working out in your favor, because when you have a good, giving, open heart, things just work out in your favor, and you don't know how. The only responsibility that you have right now, Cancer, to do is to communicate. That is it. Your guides are telling you to communicate. But what's missing from your life right now is order. And the only way that you can have order in your life is if you think things through, write things down, and communicate. That's it. And I hope that resonated for someone. If it didn't, that's okay. Take what resonates, leave behind what does not. But I tend to learn a lot when shit is disorderly. Anyway, Scorpio. 8 of Wands. So you feel like your energy is just, you want a major change, Scorpio. You want shit to be completely different. You want to strip your life down. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck is Temperance. Your spirit guides are challenging you to be patient with your process. That's like to me, that's the grand advice for every single situation. Be patient with your process. Be patient with your process, because everything is a process. It's always going to be the advice for everybody, everything, no matter the situation. But in this particular scenario, it's needing you to take action with the 8 of Wands, because you've been preparing. You've been going so hard. You've been going so hard, Scorpio. You've been trying so hard for so long to just switch things up. I feel like this is someone who wants to travel so bad, but you're just not in that moment. You're not in the right moment to make those things happen. I feel like someone needs a passport or a visa, or you lost your passport or some kind of credentials or something. And now your spirit guides are just like, that's temporary. Okay. You got the money to pay for it, to do it again, so just do it again. But you feel like all of these opportunities are being missed because you don't have this document. And you want to travel so bad. Something is holding you back from it. I also see that you do have the opportunity to travel still, even without you going overseas the way that you want to. You simply can drive. Your license is good, or that's what I feel like it is. Or you can have somebody chauffeur you, or you could take the bus. But there's something that you really want to do that would require you to travel. I feel like you feel your dream is one trip away. And with the Judgment card being here, there is a major change that's that's going to happen, and it's going to require you to be patient. I can't say whether it's good or bad. That's up to you and how you think it to be, because we control our lives by the way how we think about things. Things don't just happen to us. It's how we react to things. That's how it happens to us. It's how we internalize things. That's how it happens to us. Play the cards that you were dealt. That's what I'm hearing from your guides. So you just feel like what's missing from your life is excitement and travel. And then now with the Temperance card on the bottom of the deck for your overall energy, it's just saying be grateful. Be grateful that you have a cup to pour in, and a cup to be filled that's pouring into you. You have a great support system guiding you through all of this. Make sure that you express that you're grateful. Your gratitude is what's going to get you through to the next step in this. So don't take this for granted. What is missing from Taurus's life right now? Tauruses. That sounds so retarded. Taurus. Oh. If the reading doesn't resonate with your sign, it's because the message is not for you. If you want to book a personal reading, go to the link in my bio, TellEmTribeTarot.com, and book your personal reading. That's only use tarot readings if you have important questions to ask in your life that you're boggled about. We all have an intuition, so you don't have to book a reading to ask someone else a question that you 9 times out of 10 know the answer to. That's a waste of money. All right, so the Six of Swords. So somebody is trying to walk away from something, but they're having a power struggle with themselves, a very hard time doing it. And the Five of Wands. So you have a lot of internal conflict. So I feel like, and what's on the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. So you're missing a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So this could be relationship based, or you could have been released from a situation. It could have been a job or an opportunity, or you got a denial letter, like something communicated to you that it's not going to be in effect anymore. And it has you feeling like, all right, well, I don't feel like you're heartbroken about it, but I know you feel, oh my gosh, this filter really got me fucked up. Look what it's doing to me. And expecting them to give you the answer that you want them to give. And when they don't give you the answer that you want them to give, you get upset, and then you end up getting disappointed. So I feel as though what's missing from your life right now is your ability to see that things are not going to always work out the way in which you want them to, and you have to be open to change. I feel like that's what's missing from you as well, Taurus. It's like you're just missing clarity. You miss the way that things used to be. And you have this picture, you had this perfect picture in your mind of how things are supposed to be, and it's not working out according to your plan. Like you have your coordinates set out, and it's not working out according to plan, and it's just disappointing you. And I feel like you have like negative conversations with your life, which is why the Five of Wands is in reverse, because you're always doing this negative self-talk thing. And I feel like you have a very good friend that always speaks life into you, but if you're not speaking life into yourself, you're not setting yourself up for success. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you because you deserve one. The only thing you're missing right now is clarity. And if you realize how good you had it right now, Taurus, like the feeling that I feel like you're your own worst enemy right now. That's what I feel like. You're your own worst enemy. It's like your spirit guides are saying, smell the flowers, because life could be so much worse, and it's not. But let's see. This ain't no coincidence. Clarity. That's what you're missing. Clarity. The clarity card comes out. You're missing clarity. It's like you beat yourself up so much for the things that you cannot control in your life. And sometimes you can have the best intentions in life. And even though you have those great intentions, if they're being misunderstood, or if the situation is not meant for you, your spirit guides are going to set it up in a way, or it's going to play out in a way that's not favorable for you. And most times it's to save you, and it's to teach you a lesson that you need to learn. And some of you are learning the same lesson over and over and over again. And some of you are tired of seeing this lesson. And the reason why you constantly are being taught this lesson is because there's something that you're missing from it. And I feel like what you're missing from it is clarity and understanding that things are not always going to work out the way that you want them to. And you cannot be bitter about it. You shouldn't. You shouldn't allow things to flow in and out of your life. You can't hold on to people. You can't hold on to experiences. You can only experience them and respect them for what they are. So I hope you take this message with a grain of salt and understand that all you need right now is a clear understanding that your life is not always going to be the way how you set it out for it to be. But if you respect it for what it is, then you'll be well off. See, your words cut like swords, especially when you're speaking to yourself. Be careful about how you speak to yourself. Because if you don't speak kindly to yourself, you're going to attract situations where people be talking to you any kind of way. You know you ain't having that. So I hope this resonates with someone, and I hope you switch those words around to have those positive affirmations. You need a positive an affirmation deck, Taurus, that you could read every morning so you can stop talking shit to yourself. Well, I hope that resonated for someone. All right, so next up is Virgo. So, Spirit, what is missing from Virgo's life right now? What is missing from Virgo's life right now? All right. What is missing from Virgo's life right now? What is missing from Virgo's life right now? Okay, let's see. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. So, the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So, Virgo, I feel like you've been busting your ass to master something. So, some of you, some of you may be in school. Some of you may be like in a trade school trying to get your CDL. Like, I see this constant move of trying to, like, someone trying to become like a serial entrepreneur. I see someone trying to fine tune things. Like, you might have a skill that you had in the past and you kind of didn't do anything with it. And you kind of let it go. And what's the saying? If you don't use it, you will lose it. I don't know if that's how the saying go, but it kind of go like that. And if you have a talent or a skill and you don't use it, especially if you don't use it to serve others, to do the greater good, you're either going to lose that skill, you're going to forget how to do it, and you're going to have to reacquaint yourself with it. So I feel like right now you're just in the space of trying to master your, you're just trying to master the thing that you used to do that you don't do no more. And I feel like you've been pushing yourself very hard. King of Cups. So you might be working for someone like your father, who's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy present, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy present, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies are present. I feel like you may be working for someone or doing like an apprenticeship program or something where you are retraining in those skills so that you can either build your own business. But this is something that you were very good in, like something with your hands. So it could have been landscaping. It could have been a mobile car wash. It could have been doing taxes. It could have been any little trade, something that's like you do a certificate program or something for. But I feel like you haven't done it for a while, and that's what you felt was missing, the fact that you lost connection with that particular trade or skill. And for a long time, you wanted to dabble back in it because you see other people around you that stuck to it for years and are making bank. And here you are working in a job. You're working in a job for someone and you're not happy there. And you want to get back to what that thing was so that your life could be more fulfilling. Your spirit guides are just saying that's fine and dandy. And they definitely are going to guide you on that path so that you can keep on and accomplish it and recertify whatever the hell you're trying to do. But do remember that resting is just as important. Do not kill yourself trying to attain this, because you're going to get it. It's going to happen. And I also hear someone always making excuses, or if you're not going to complete it if you're always making excuses to stop. So you may have an issue with procrastination. So it's very important for you as well, Virgo, to be consistent. If you say this is something that you want to jump back into, something that you want to master, something that you want to monetize, you have to take it seriously. And stop telling people about your plans before they happen. I sense that energy as well. I'm jumping around, but as they come, I'm going to throw the energy out at you. Like, okay, everybody don't need to know that you're doing this again. You don't owe anyone any explanation. I feel like you owe it to yourself to complete whatever it is that you're doing, and then you can let people know. You can make a grand entrance or throw a party for yourself, or go celebrate somewhere after you've accomplished it, because you've separated from it for so long. It'll really suck to tell a whole ton of people that this is what you're doing, only for it to fail, and all you're going to do is devastate yourself. All right, let's see, Virgo. The present. See? So don't live in the past. Don't live in the future. Yes, in the past, this is something that you were very good at. And in the future, it's definitely going to help you to gain some extra cash. It's definitely going to take you up out of your 9-to-5 if you have one. But focus on the present, because if you get too caught up in the past, it'll depress you of what you used to be and what you used to do. And if you get too caught up in the future, it's going to make you anxious and nervous. And then that's how you end up procrastinating. Just live in the moment and do what you need to do. Time is not promised to no man. Yes, I get it. Don't kill yourself to get this done. It's going to get done. It's going to get done. As long as you keep working, it'll manifest in your life. Capricorn spirit, what is missing from Capricorn's life right now? Knight of Pentacles and 7 of Swords. Jesus. Overall energy is the 8 of Swords. I feel like you're very indecisive, Capricorn. I feel like everything that you need is right in front of you, and you're not taking initiative. That's what's missing from your life right now. Initiative. So what's so interesting is that, is that somebody is showing you the way. I feel like you have someone that's literally holding your hand, Capricorn, and giving you game, and you are choosing not to take the advice. You are choosing to see the problems anyway. You are literally getting free game, like no strings attached. Well, I can't say for sure it's no strings with the 7 of Swords here, but I feel like you want so much out of life right now. You want love, you want respect, you want money, you want the career. And I feel like you have some of those things, but you don't have it in the way that you want it. And then I feel like you go and you get the insight, but you don't put that shit to action. And I feel like that's what's missing. You taking initiative with the information that you gain to apply it so that you can be successful in every aspect, or at least the aspect that you're focusing on in your life right now, which is pretty strange. I would love to pull clarifying cards for you, because this is very interesting, but I'll pull an oracle card for you. I feel like you're in this mode of like, you're just taking what you can get. I feel like you're living in survival mode right now, Capricorn. Why though? Because you don't have to. I feel like you're not doing enough. You're not taking enough initiative. And when you do just enough to get by, you'll always struggle. If you don't take the time to like really put your shoulder to the wheel and put some work in, you always going to be dragging your feet. And you always going to feel like you're behind. But I feel like there's somebody that's in your corner that's giving you the game. And they themselves are wondering why you got this. Oh, look, 4 of Pentacles showed up on the bottom. That was a freebie. Like you holding on to money like you're not going to get it again. And then you making decisions, barely taking initiative as if like you're living in the last days, like in your last days in survival mode, Capricorn. So really right now, Capricorn, and I'm telling you this with a serious face, you need to take initiative and stop playing with yourself, because no pun intended, but by all means play with yourself. If that's what you like, that's what you like. But what I'm saying is, But you are playing with yourself. Like, you know what you're capable of. Why are you holding yourself back? I feel like you're using situations to come up. Like, you feel like you gotta snake around and all through things. I think what's missing is the initiative and seeing your value enough to know that everybody ain't out to get you. Like, sometimes people are genuinely helping you because they want to see you win. Everybody is not out to get you. What messages do you have for Capricorn spirit? Transformation. Yeah, that's your spirit guys want you to transform, but you have to see your potential. You can't second guess yourself and expect someone else to believe in you. Like, it's going to a pitch. What is that shit called? There's this show that I love. Every time I go to the gym, it's always on the screen. Shark Tanks. And it's where people go and they pitch their businesses. Oh my gosh, I love that show so much. And they talk about capital and they talk about how much money they can make the sharks or whatever so they can get the loans. And I feel like you pitch a good game because you pitch your transformation. Like, people see that they're inspired by you, Capricorn. But then when it comes down to it and it's time for you to put in that work, it's like you hold yourself back. And you got people investing in you. But then at the same time, you just picking and choosing how you trying to move. And you're not doing enough for yourself to move forward to that next level of transformation that's right around the corner for you. So my advice to you is this. You might have some kind of fear that you're not addressing, Capricorn. You need to ask yourself this question, and I'm so serious. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? And once you answer that question honestly, then you'll know how to move forward with your transformation. Because your spirit guys, when you turn on one thing, something else comes. You turn on something else comes, but you're holding yourself back. I think you also need to brush up on your skills in your niche. So whatever you're involved in, get a book on it. If listening to audiobooks is your thing, listen to audiobooks. If watching videos, self-help books, whatever the case may be, whatever it is for your niche, Capricorn, brush up on those skills and increase your interpersonal and communication skills. And that's going to be gold for you in this next sector of your transformation. But stop holding yourself back. And that's what's missing from your life, which is you taking initiative. All right. Next up, we have Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And then we are out of here. So, Spirit, what is missing from Sagittarius's life? What is missing from Sagittarius' life? I don't know if I could say Sagittarius is. That doesn't even sound right. Sagittarius. What is missing from the Sagittarius life? It still sounds stupid. Okay, whatever. We moving on. What is missing from Sagittarius life? Sagittarius's life. What is missing? I'm going to just think about a question. I'm not going to keep saying it. It sounds stupid. All right, Sag, let's see. Oh, what's missing from the Sag's life? But Sag sounds stupid too. All right, I'm done. Oh, you want a family. Or maybe your family left you. Or you don't have to. Oh. All right. We're going to talk about it. So, you're not in a good space right now, Sagittarius. So, you missing your family. Oh my gosh, this is a heavy energy. And then the 7 of Wands, and you're tired of fighting for your family. This is a sad energy. This is very sad. But, Sag, I feel like you're coming to the end of a cycle. I feel like you've been fighting for your family for a very, very, very long time. This is someone that, oh my gosh, this is such a heavy energy, y'all. Just bear with me. And it's just so sad because it's like, I feel like someone just took everything that you loved away from you to, I don't know if it was to spite you or what, but they wanted you to tap out. And right now you're just having these obsessive thoughts like, how could this have been different? And you're taking on, you're taking on the energy of this person. Like, you want to be petty about it. You want to be disrespectful about it. You want your lick back. you want this to end, for once and for all. And it's coming to an end, but it's just not the end that you wanted. I feel like you wanted your family back. You've been working hard. I feel like this person was simulating the life of a family with you. Like they were giving you the impression that if you did A, B, and C, then I'll give you what you're asking for. Like holding your children in limbo. Or if you don't have kids, holding your cat and your dog and your expensive bird in limbo. Like this is somebody that you've given your all to, Sagittarius, and I feel like they really milked the fuck out of you. I don't know if y'all made it to court, but what's missing from your life is your family. And I feel like also in some ways you feel like you lost your dignity, because this is like, I feel a masculine energy where you're supposed to be like the head of household. You're supposed to be the one who handles things, and you dropped the ball because nobody, and I'm not telling you that you dropped the ball, but I'm just telling you, I feel like that's what your energy is. It's like you failed, but this is not failure. This is just an experience. This is just an experience that did not work out. And who's to say it may not work out in the future, but right now I feel like it just needs to end, and you need to not drag this out. I feel like you always wanted, this is what you always wanted. I feel like when you go to sleep at night, like you go to sleep dreaming about what things should be. And then when you wake up, you're dealing with this broken heart energy again and again and again. But I do see this coming to an end for you, Sagittarius. I do see that this person eventually is going to stop being spiteful and eventually give you the space that you need. Intuition is the Oracle card, and I feel like you have been relying on your intuition for this circumstance, because you're a very intuitive person anyway. But it's just that when you love someone and you care about someone, and you give your all to that person, and you put your trust in them, you don't really expect them to blindside you in this way, especially when you've invested so much. And this person, they just talk to you any kind of way, and like you were a free agent for a very long time before you met this person. And when you finally decided to settle with this person and they switched up, it was just so devastating and fucked up. And even to this day, like, you consider being petty because of the way that they made you feel. But you know that the best call to action is to just let everything go and let things play its course, because there are people watching in and they see how Sagittarius is acting, and they're seeing how this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy is acting, or this Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And why I gotta be a Gemini every time when I deal with these goddamn Sagittariuses and the bullshit that y'all be going through, and we gotta be on the opposing end of this shit. I'm sorry, I had a moment. But you're using your intuition, Sagittarius, to guide you through the situation. No one deserves to go through this kind of fucked up situation where people are being spiteful, people doing shit to fuck you up, fuck up your money, fuck up your job. And then when it gets to the point now when they realize, you know what, this is actually hurting me by hurting you, then they're pulling back like, oh shit, if I fuck up his money, then I won't have no money either. So this person is pulling back. And I feel like you're going to be going into the Ten of Swords energy. So you're going through the motions, and you're going to have to go through the motions. You're going to have to go through the litigation. You're going to have to go through the bullshit until this shit is over. But I feel like this cycle is coming to an end. So I feel like what's missing from your life right now is peace. Your family is missing. That's what's missing to you. But also what stands out most is that you're missing peace. And what you need to do is do whatever you need to do right now, Sagittarius, to protect your peace. So if that means that you can't see your children for a little while until the courts figure out, the court's been involved in a lot of shit in these readings this night, man, tonight. I don't understand it, but I do understand it. But if y'all could just converse and get shit done without the courts being involved, why not? Sometimes easier said than done. I get it. But this is coming to an end. This cycle is coming to an end. So chin up, Sagittarius. Understand that all you need to do is focus on your peace. Focus on reading your intuition because you've been doing it very well, and you're now understanding that if you fall into the bullshit and you allow the bullshit, internalize the bullshit, you're going to respond in a way that's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt the other person. So just be mindful of the things that you do think before you speak, and work on your peace, and everything else will fall into place. Oh, that was heavy. I was not prepared for that. Ooh, okay, Aries. So what is missing from Aries' life right now? What is missing from Aries' life right now? What is missing from Aries' life right now? All right, let's see. What is missing from Aries' life right now? 7 of Wands. In reverse, or upright. And the Moon card, reverse, upright. So there is some information that you may feel is being kept from you with the 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, Aries, and you feel as though you're going to have to make a decision based on what you know, whether you know the entire truth or not. But I feel like there's a certain truth that's going to come to you, and you're going to understand how to move forward. I feel like you're going to have to make a decision, and you have to realize that you can't be mindful of this decision that you're going to be making, Aries. Like, think long and hard about it. Think about the possibility of how it can enhance your life, but also think about how it will negatively affect the people or person that you love. For whatever that decision is. Definitely have to put that out there. But I feel like you are missing the truth. There's a certain truth that's not being told to you. And I feel like you're going to find that truth out. And when you find that truth out, you're not going to want to deal with this situation anymore. And I feel like this has been kept from you for so long, because you were a bit naive and you acted like you didn't know what was going on, even though you felt like something was wrong. I feel like you felt like you were cheated out of an opportunity, and like somebody is going to slide some intel to you to let you know what really happened. And what you do with that information can hurt a lot of people. Or you can just bite the bullet and take the high road and leave it alone. When you do business with people, you're not always going to get the good side of people, because sometimes some people will do anything to come up. And I think you know this by now, Aries. I think, look, light in the dark. So someone is bringing some truth to you. So that's what's missing from your life right now. It's just like the truth and revelation of a situation. And I feel like it's going to affect the livelihood of a lot of people. It's going to destroy the integrity of some things of people that you may be working with. And you have to decide what you're going to do with this information. If you're going to bring it to light, or if you're going to allow things to fester and separate yourself from it before the shit hits the fan. That's a decision that you're going to have to make. But I would say go with the decision that's not going to throw anyone that you care about under the bus. Because as you know, what's done in the dark will come to light. And I understand that you've worked very hard to get where you are, Aries. And these people, they tried to make you out to be the bad person, but please take my word that everything that they're trying to hide is gonna come into the light, and you don't have to be the whistleblower. I hope that resonated for someone. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click like, drop a comment, turn on post notifications. All right, so let's move on to our final sign, Leo. Y'all saw how I did Aries so quick. All right, so Spirit, what is missing from Leo's life right now? What is missing from... Oh, these shuffles so good. What is missing from Leo's life right now? What is missing from Leo's life right now? I'm so thirsty and I cannot drink soda for like 60 days. So I'm gonna drink water. What is missing from Leo's life right now? All right, we got your oracle cards. What is missing from Leo's life right now? What is missing from Leo's life right now? It's gonna be a long ass video to edit. Oh my god. I might just throw this shit up there like that. It's too long. All right, Leo. Here we go. So the Seven of Pentacles, you feeling unappreciated. And the Page of Wands, you feel like you don't have enough ideas to take on this task on your own. And the High Priestess is the overall energy of the reading. So Leo, I feel like you're missing. I feel like you're missing freedom. I feel like you feel unappreciated at your position in your job, and you want to do something else where the work is rewarding. And because you've been with this company for however long you've been with this company, or you've been working in this particular field for however long you've been working in this field, and it's just like, damn, I still feel like a robot. Like, I feel like my life is on autopilot. I feel like I'm doing the same shit every day and not getting any different results. I feel insane. And then it's just this constant rat race of you just chasing money. And I feel like what you're missing is the experience. I feel like you're not being as appreciative as you can be, because you have life so good. I think that your spirit guides are trying to tell you with the Page of Wands energy to act on those ideas that you have instead of spreading the negative energy. Like, I feel like some of your conversations with your colleagues at the same company is negative. Like, you project your unhappiness to colleagues in conversation, innocently at that. Like, oh, I can't wait to get the fuck on home. Like, I could be doing something else. But if you could have been doing something else, you would have been doing something else. So what's missing from your life is you actually putting those brilliant, and I mean brilliant, ideas that you have to work. Because I feel like you may have mentioned some ideas that you have, Leo, to the department heads in your company, or you may have mentioned these really great initiatives, and they don't really give a fuck about your ideas. Not because they're not great, but because, one, they cost money to do, and two, it's not your company. It's a company that you work for. You're helping someone build their dream, and you have a dope ass dream that's withering away in your mind. Put it to paper and put it to action. So what's missing from your life right now is that freedom that you seek through your passion. Like, I see that you daydream a lot. Like, you think about so many great things and you share it with other people, and they don't even see a vision, and you still have that passion burning in you, and you're going to this job every day that you kind of don't really like, but it allows you to be who you are, but not completely. And what's missing is your sanity, your freedom, the ability to act and make money passionately. So your spirit guides are challenging you to do something different from what you're used to, so you can experience something that you're not used to. You'll be so much more fulfilled if you take action. I feel like you haven't, because you feel like you need to have more than what you have right now to see it come to fruition. But that's not true. All you need to do is something. So we're going to look at the oracle cards for you, Leo, and then we're going to close this reading out. I had to pause like that because I had to do that for my thumbnail. That's for my thumbnail. Hold up, y'all. Oh, thumbnail's gonna be fleeky. Yeah, it look like I got a missing tooth. Okay, I'm done. All right, so Leo. Let's see your oracle cards, Leo. And we're going to be done. Wholeness. So this job may make you feel, this job may put you in may make you feel, Jesus, I'm tired. This job may put you in a position to feel like you're not enough. Or you may feel as though you won't be able to make it without this position because it pays for so many things. But do what you can until you're able to do what you want to do. Leo, don't stop your passion because it seems like it's unattainable. It's very much attainable. Just do something about it. And even if it's something very small every day, the way how you passionately express yourself to the people around you about what it is that you want to do, instead of spitting that negative talk about how much you're not appreciated in this position right now, take that energy and direct it into a direction where you can recruit people to help you to do what you're doing. Have people refer you to people who can put you in position to put your plan into action. Make a plan, because you don't have a plan. All you have are ideas, and they're bomb-ass ideas, but they're nothing without action. So what's missing from your life right now is the freedom to take action in a way that you would like, so that you can make your money in a passionate way, to make your money in an impactful way, in a way that you deserve, so that you can have your life back. Don't we all want that? No? I know I want that too. I'm living it. So I appreciate y'all for vibing with me for so long, because we've been on this thing for a hot little minute. We do this thing each and every Wednesday night. So until next time, love and light, tribe.